め続けたあの日の夜
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Anime Degens, episode 63 of our BS Hour. I'm here with my co-host Tyler. Once again, Dan is missing in action. I think he's down there in Mexico getting his groove on, but we'll see him here soon. Tyler, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. I think he said something about maybe coming back next week, right? I believe.
Yeah. He should be back next week. Yeah.
And then he'll be gone again.
He was. I think they had some problems with the border patrol. They didn't have enough bribe money, is what I'm guessing, but we'll see.
Yeah, Dan's down there giving them robots. So.
They want pesos, though. They want pesos. But yeah, you guys know the best way to support us. Rate the podcast. Tell your friends about us. Share the love, man. They deserve this great content. And if you have any interesting topics that you would like for us to discuss, hit us up in the Discord. Hit us up, Twitter, Threads, anywhere you know where our socials are at, man. Let us know. And also linktree.com/anime Degens. And what we have today for you guys is another Degen review, this time of One Piece Film Red. And Tyler, I thought we didn't do filler. What happened? What happened?
Well, see, the thing is Dan's been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's crazy that Dan's been wanting to do this for a long time, and he's not here to do it. So
yeah, shit is wild. Wild.
You know, at least it's like, even though it's filler, like it's still, I think some of it's kind of canon, or it will be made into canon, maybe. Who knows? You never know what Oda's gonna do, so.
Yeah. I feel you. But did you have any news for the people? Is the real question.
This is a lot week, so all I really got is Clamp and Wit Studio worked with Netflix actually to bring an anime adaptation of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales, and it released this week. I didn't really know about this until it dropped, and I'm kind of really excited about this because I'm a pretty big fan of like Supernatural, like from CW or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the Brothers Grimm is kind of on the same vibes, which obviously I love Supernatural way more. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I'm a big Dean fanboy. But this is actually really cool. I think it'll do a decent job as a anime because it's got like that mystery horror with a folktale type shit going on. So
ghost stories.
Yeah, pretty much, except not the ghost stories though that we know. So
got you.
But I'm interested in that. So
noted. Week 16 was a little light on news. That's not our fault, y'all. Tell them to work harder. No, I'm joking. But you ready to get into the review, my friend?
Yeah, let's do this shit.
All right, man. So this is your Degen review of Film Red, the One Piece film. Follows the Straw Hat Pirates as they journey to a vibrant new island to watch their favorite music star, but there's a surprise awaiting them. Now, I want to go ahead and open this up. Guys, you know how it is. We do no spoilers for a little bit, then we do the spoiler zone on the black back end. We will warn you when we get a little bit more into the plot and do the spoiler zone. But to start a little light, man, had you ever watched a One Piece film?
Not really. This is the I think all the other films that I watched was already out when I was binging One Piece a few years ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how it goes. Like when you're binging One Piece, like you got like 1,000 episodes. You're not watching the filler movies. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah. I think I've only watched One Piece Gold. Is that the one with Shiki? Let's see. No, Strong World that came out in 2009. I didn't finish it. I did not finish it. But yeah, I was gonna ask Dan because Dan's supposed to be here. You know, like, what is the overall entertainment value of that versus that film for another film for me? this versus Strong World, at least this one had a lot of good bops. It's more
Yeah.
like a musical style. Did you think the music actually hit?
I think so. I mean, when it first come out or whatever, I actually watched well, allegedly, I actually allegedly watched like 30 minutes of it on the seas, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
with no subtitles, just to listen to Uta singing. So, cuz I mean, New Genesis was everywhere, you know, at the time. It was going crazy everywhere. It was kind of like Idol or Kickback, you know.
Really? It was going
Uh
crazy like that?
yeah, the
Shit.
songs was just going absolutely crazy. It was everywhere. So,
Yeah, and guys, if you don't know, the singer who made the main soundtrack for this was Ado, the Japanese pop star. Wonderful voice. I really can't say enough good things about her. She's got some fucking range. She hitting them notes out there. Um,
she really
and
do have to sing fruit.
she makes some really good songs. Go definitely go check her out on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you guys listen to music on nowadays. Tide was that a thing at one point? Tide.
Is that
Title.
a
Title is that Jay-Z,
oh,
Beyonce shit. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But getting away from that, um, how did you like the animation style and quality in this film compared to like the other well, I guess compared to like regular One Piece?
It
The
was
more recent things.
the best way I know how to explain it. It was good for the most part. It was very vibrant and colorful.
Mhm.
More so than One Piece, but you could tell that there was moments where they had some like CG type shit going on. You know what I mean? Especially with Uta doing her dances or whatever. You could definitely tell it was like CG, but it wasn't like horrible. I guess like it was usually off in the background and like shadows or like small Uta or whatever. You know.
Right.
So it wasn't like bad. It was just like it's noticeable CG. So
True. And like I also like I was looking into I couldn't find anything on it, but it almost looked like they were using like motion tracking from a real human.
they could have been.
Yeah. I didn't look too deep into it, but it definitely looked like that. It looked a little bit out of place, but I thought it was kind of cool at the same time. Especially if I can find info on that being actual motion tracking. Who knows? But yeah, I feel the same way as you, man. Like it was very vibrant. Watching this on my big screen downstairs was pretty tight. To be
Yeah,
honest with you, not gonna lie. And then yeah, you have all that good music coming on behind it, and it's just like it's just making it into a pretty good viewing experience. You know.
for sure.
Um, and next we always got to talk about the fits, my G. What was the drip like for you, bro? Because ah, some fits I was like, yeah, that's it right there. But then you had like Usopp's fit, and I really wasn't digging that. Um, Robin had a good fit. Jinbei had a good fit. Luffy usually has a decent fit. He had a good fit this time. Um, how were you feeling about him?
So you didn't like Usopp's?
Let's see. No, I didn't. I didn't.
So the I thought well, so this might be like the old wrestling fan coming out in me, you know. Uh
Yeah.
this Usopp like had some shit on that reminded me of like the Road Warriors and like some old wrestling people that I used to watch back in the day when I was really young. I was like, damn, okay, I'm digging that. Like he looks straight out of like the WWF back in the day or
Nah, you're
whatever.
right. You're right.
So
I was not digging it though. I can't even
yeah.
hold you.
Even like some like rock bands, like they did that type of shit, right?
Yeah, they did. Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
like I definitely liked it. I was enjoying their fits for the most part. Especially when they changed it especially when they changed into the bad people costumes or whatever. You know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about? Like those look pretty cool too. So
Yeah, those are pretty dope. Those are pretty dope. Um, I mean, I did like the ode to like the kiss face paint, the type face paint. That was pretty tight, but the overall fit, I was like, it's falling a little short for me. It's falling a little short. Um,
Better than Egghead or nah? For
all
you?
all of them were better than Egghead. Every single outfit on the screen, the entire movie was better than Egghead. Them trash ass fits, bro. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. What about Utsa's outfits, man? I thought she had on some goofy ass shoes, but everything else I was fucking with.
I mean, she's like an idol or whatever. She's I mean, it fit the vibes, I guess. You know what I mean?
True.
Uh, I just enjoy like her like hair and like her character design overall. It's fun. Like it this her what I thought of her was not what I expected of her. So
Nah, for sure. Like her headphone cuff thingies. I liked them when they were like smaller on her head, but like when they got like conical, I was
yeah,
like, no,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's dookie. That's absolute dookie. But no, her fits were good overall, and like I liked how much they changed throughout the movie too. I think she had like at least 4 costume changes. But kind of getting back to the meat and potatoes of the movie is like, did you think this film like could contribute to like the actual world building of One Piece? Because
I
most of this
think
is non-canon. It's a non-canon movie.
yeah, it is technically non-canon or whatever, and Oda does this thing where like sometimes he'll like use some things that happen in a movie in the actual verse later on or whatever.
Hmm.
And I think I've seen somewhere where Uta is actually like semi-canon or something like that. So I didn't have time to like do a lot of research on it, but I think this could, because we don't know a whole lot about Shanks right now, right? He's always been like the mystery hockey man or whatever. And so I think that Oda could, bring some of this, lore from the movie into the actual verse, the canon verse, and make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Right. I definitely feel that. Um, yeah, some ways. I mean, some things happened that I did not expect. Is what I'm going to say. We can get a little bit more when we get into the spoiler zone. But there were several things that happened during this movie that did not expect at all. We did get a lot of cameos, which was cool. But yeah, I don't think there's like too much you can take. Well, outside of like Uta, because like everybody knows Uta is in the fucking movie. I don't think there's too much you can like really take from this and like add it to the actual story. It could happen down the line, maybe, but I don't see how that would happen, especially with how close all of the characters work together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only thing I can see them doing is putting Uta into the world and making her matter, making her backstory matter
Right.
for Shanks' story. Um, that's about it. Everything else, I mean, I guess you could probably do something with the island or whatever and top musica or whatever, or even
Hmm.
the Sing fruit. But I think Uta is the biggest potential. I guess world building aspect out of this that could happen. So
Right. And I think we already have like some evidence for that. Like going back to what I said, Shiki was in another One Piece film, and like Shiki's real lore. Like he's the only person to ever escape Impel Down.
yeah.
So like his name's had already been brought up. So I could definitely see Uta actually being a part of the story in some way, at least reference. But like a lot of the shit that happened here, there's no fucking way. There's just absolutely no way. Some of it doesn't even make sense for the like timeline of where this could be versus like what's actually happening. It's like this is so out of place. It's so out of place to be. But did you have any like real what were some of your biggest dislikes and likes about the show? I mean, movie.
um, I feel like I mean, I liked my biggest like about it was the only reason why I wanted to watch this was obviously the music. Like the music I'm a big like anime like music enjoyer, J-pop, all that good stuff. I listen to that like primarily nowadays, it feels like.
Hmm.
So being able to hear like all this good music from Uta Otto, um, it was really fun. As far as like what I disliked, I feel like this could have been way shorter instead of 2 hours. It could have been way shorter, to get its point across. You know what I mean?
No, for real. It really could have been like an hour and a half. Hour 40 max is what it should have been. There was about 20 or 30 minutes of this movie, damn near a quarter of it, where I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was just there for this, the concert. Um, which I get there has to be more than just a concert, I guess. But
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
I feel like there was like way too many chasing scenes or whatever. Which led to the time being like added on or whatever too. So
Yeah, that's a lot of the wasted time, I'd say. And then
yeah,
like it was like, so they released this as a movie, and they have to get people to like go to the movies and whatnot. So they were like stringing together like a bunch of like fancy attacks from like the characters, like mainly our Straw Hats here, um, which was cool. At the same time, kind of cheapened it. Maybe if I was watching this on like a 40-foot screen, like at the movies, it'd be a little different. I feel a little different about it. But just like watching it in my living room, it doesn't hit the same.
yeah,
One thing I really did like about it, and I could see this being cool in the future, is like if you have friends that watch anime and they're caught up in One Piece, and a One Piece movie comes out, um, you can. This is something you can enjoy together. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Or
yeah.
somebody that's nearly caught up. Whereas like One Piece, like episodes, like I would never drive to my friend's house to watch a One Piece episode because they're terribly paced, right? And it's not like you read manga together. So it's an opportunity for like the One Piece community to like come together. Like if you have friends that watch One Piece and they're somewhat caught up, this would be cool. Have like a quick movie night, play some games with your friends, and chill and watch, film Red. I think that's like the more like the setting and the environment I would watch it in, instead of just sitting in my living room watching it myself.
Yeah, and another thing that I want to hit on too is the fact if you're gonna like have stuff from the One Piece timeline or whatever, at least make it make sense. Um
Yes,
like some of this stuff was I'm pretty sure did this come out before the end of Wano? It did it not?
it did.
So so before the end of Wano happened, this movie came out and it had Gear 5 in it and it had like spoilers in it for the end of Wano, which doesn't make sense to me because that shit matters for like anime only people, watching the anime. Because they say like at least two spoilers off the top of my head that or we see Gear
Right.
5 and we see them call Luffy something, and like those are both pretty heavy spoilers in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I was glad when I was watching this. I was glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Which is that should never be the case. I should have been like, oh, I should have watched this shit sooner. But like you said, it would have spoiled things for me.
I mean,
It's
obviously,
Gear 5 would that's ridiculous that you would
one,
spoil that in a
yeah,
fucking movie.
nobody really seen what it looked like animated. Obviously the manga readers knew kind of what it looked like, but
Sure.
nobody has seen it animated. And this was the first time that people actually seen it animated. And
And not
like, it's
in the show.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking stupid. I
So
thought that was a crazy decision. A crazy, and it wasn't even like necessary.
yeah.
I
So
wonder if it was to put asses in seats though.
I think it was. I think that they was advertising Gear 5 um to get people to show up, which I don't think it needed that. I think
No,
people would have showed up just for the singing, the
right.
Uta singing, and
Otto
uh,
snapped.
yeah.
Absolutely. Otto snapped on this one. She did her thing. She laid it down.
But
So yeah,
yeah,
I don't think it
that's
needed it.
yeah, that's what I watched it for, and I feel like it would be much easier for like people like I could have watched this movie with, my friends that are catching up or whatever or not caught up, but I would be scared to watch it with them because like I'm not going to recommend something that's good because this is a decent show because of the music in it or whatever, but I'm not going to recommend it because it has freaking Gear 5 in it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I legitimately can't recommend you watch this shit.
Like, you need to see Gear 5 happen,
In
in
Wano,
Wano
yeah,
because
like this was
that's
cheap. It was
yeah, that's
cheap,
where it
bro.
hits, bro.
Yeah. Um. Also, did you watch the dub or the sub?
I watched the subbed.
Okay, I'm sure that was fucking awesome. Like you get your normal voice actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, I watched it dubbed, and I got to tell you a couple things about it.
Okay.
They still had Otto doing the songs, but Uta was speaking English. So as soon as like you knew when a musical was about to start, because like you start hearing Japanese,
Okay. So was that
and
weird or nah?
it was a little weird, but like Otto's so awesome, I didn't fucking mind it. If this happened in like a Ghibli film or like something like that, like a different film, right? Outside of like you having like a really good artist handle this, like I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like there's no good continuity. Like you've been speaking perfect English and now you're like singing perfect Japanese, just like like that. Very interesting. And Barto's voice, he's like from Brooklyn, bro. Like he's a New Yorker. It's so funny, bro. His voice is so weird.
Yeah, I was gonna go watch like a piece of it or bits and pieces of it. But I actually asked Bass. I was like, "What did they do?" Because I knew he watched it in dub. I was like, "What did they do? Did they like sing in Japanese or like did they do English shit? Like, do I need to watch like them singing in English?" He's like, "No, bro, it was still auto," and I'm like, okay."
It's fucking weird.
I was like,
This is
"Okay."
fucking weird. Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, I guess it checks out, but it doesn't really make sense, honestly. But
Yeah. It doesn't
you
make
know,
sense in the movie, but like I could definitely see not paying somebody to sing all that shit in English.
well, I mean, it wouldn't. It kind of wouldn't hit the same, would it?
No, it wouldn't even be close.
So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad they did that. I was curious how they actually done it. When I see a movie like this, that's touting like the musical aspect of it, like I don't really
It has
have
to be the
any.
same.
Yeah, well, that and I don't really have any like wants to watch it in dubbed or whatever because it's made in Japanese. You know what I mean? The songs or whatever. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed it
yeah,
overall. But yeah, no, for those few seconds. The first time it happened, I was like, "This is funky," but by the second half of the movie, I didn't care. I was hardly even noticing it. Um, if anything, it made me realize when to get excited because there was more music coming. But Barto's fucking shitty fake New York accent, bro. Every time he was on the screen, I just wanted to tear my fucking ears off.
oh, it was bad.
Dude, okay,
You
after
made it
living
sound
in
like it
the
was funny or something.
it was funny and then it got annoying.
Oh,
It was so fake of an accent. Like if somebody had like a good New York, like Brooklyn and Queens accent, yeah, like it would have hit because like he has that kind of vibe. Like he's aggressive and like way over the top a little bit. But like the fake one, I was like, okay, guys, like you just couldn't have got a New Yorker. There's not a single New York voice actor we could have got. Not a one. Not a one. Y'all couldn't have got him to the Crunchyroll studio. But hey, yeah, that was weird. So I don't regret watching it dubbed because that's my main way of enjoying anime. But not a good dub. Not a good dub. I know when to call a spade, man.
well, I mean, at least it still had like auto singing in Japanese or whatever. So I
It made
mean,
up
you
for it.
got what you came for. Still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
did. I did. I got everything I came for. So I would ask, would you recommend this to someone? If so, why? If so, why not? But we both already answered that question. Unless you're all the way caught up. on One Piece, do not watch this shit. Do not watch this shit. If you're not have not
Unless
seen Gear 5, do not watch this shit.
unless like you just don't care for spoilers, or you are not gonna watch One Piece and catch up, then I think this is a fun show or a fun movie, especially with the music. I would recommend it in that sense. Like if you like music type shit, yeah, watch this shit. Like Uda goes
It's
hard.
yeah.
So
No, it's a good. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's a good musical. It's a good
everything
musical.
else outside of the music aspect, though,
Not great. not great. Gonna keep it a buck with you. You may be able to get away listening to the soundtrack, but I don't think it's gonna hit the same without actually know what was going on. But last thing for the non-spoiler zone, rating, my friend, 1 through 10.
um, it's gonna hit probably a 7 for me, honestly.
Oh shit.
And the only reason why it's that high is just because of the music, and because that's the reason I came. Whatever.
Okay.
That's the
What if it
only
didn't
reason
have the
why I
music?
watched it. So, was the music aspect of it, and it did have like a pretty decent plot twist. I would say.
Okay.
Considering like going into it expecting one thing and getting another one. So it kept me interested, but overall, I say it was too long. Like they played around too long in some parts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And is and there's the timeline differences slash spoilers. Like either do it right or don't do it at all, or figure out what you're doing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So
Yeah. I can't reasonably give this movie overall like a more than like a 5.8. I just can't do it. Like you can't really be relied on your soundtrack this much to like make a good movie. Like it's just not, you can't do that. That's not how movies work, bro. Nah, bro. It's not gonna cut it for me. Because like the soundtrack is so good, but the movie, like if you take the soundtrack out,
oh, it's
it's garbage.
yeah.
It's garbage. Like it's not good.
If I took the soundtrack out, it would probably be like a 3,
Yeah,
4.
like yeah. And the only thing is like you need to watch the movie to understand the soundtrack.
Well, sorta.
You
I
can
mean,
you
you
can
can
listen to them,
listen.
yeah,
Yeah,
but like
they're really good songs without
on
it,
their
especially
own,
like I said, New Genesis. Like it was like banging everywhere. So
yeah. And then my other favorite one is my Top Musica. I mean, I think that shit goes crazy. And then I'm Invincible.
yeah.
Those are my top 3 right there. But they were pretty spread out. Yeah, it's 5.8's the best I can do for this. I don't know what Dan want to talk about specifically about this movie other than the music.
Yeah, the
But
music.
yeah,
You want
yeah.
you want to talk about the music? I guess this would be a good time to say that I did make that playlist for us, like the Degen Certified Bangers. I put
Fuck
all the tunes that we talked about in episode, what was it, 62, Degen 62, I believe it was. I put all that in there.
yeah.
I'll even
Last week.
add like Uta Otto's music into it as well, and I got that on our link tree, and I even put in the description for this episode. So if y'all looking for like great OSTs slash tunes, that we talked about on 62, and even like shit that we like in the future, I feel like we should put that on there. So, but
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
yeah,
Expand the playlist, but yeah, no,
yeah.
Otto's stuff, it should be on there because Dan talked about this film, and we were just trying to keep the music theme going with Film Red. But thanks for making me watch this, Dan. I appreciate you. So next, getting into the spoiler zone, guys. If you have not watched this movie and you intend on watching it and you don't want to get spoiled, get the fuck out of here, watch the movie, come back, listen to us jibber jabber because we got some things we need to say, get off my chest. But yeah, going right into it. If this were canon, bro, where the fuck is this supposed to fit into the One Piece plot?
So, dude, this is one of the things is like I know whereabouts it would be. I just don't know where it would specifically be.
Right.
So if you're still here and you haven't finished Wano, we're fixing to talk about some Wano shit. So spoilers, like I said,
Bounce.
like Bass said.
Get the fuck out of here.
But there was a couple things that happened like really early. They called Luffy a Yonko.
Yes.
Which happens after Wano, after the final fight at Wano. So, but then again, the Big Mom pirates are there to kidnap Uta
yeah.
to go to give as a gift to Big Mom, who is in a freaking crevice, bro.
She
Dead
in the earth
or whatever.
She's in the earth. She dead.
Yeah.
She gone. And like,
So
they also called him one of the 5 emperors, which I don't think was the case at any point. And you technically can't be a Yonko because that means the 4 emperors.
did they really call him like one of the 5?
Yeah, the 5th emperor is what they called him. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't catch that. I just call it Yonko. Maybe that was a dub sub type thing. You know what I mean?
That could have been. Yeah, they could have been. Because Yonko means 4 emperors or something like that. So they would have called him the 5th emperor. That's honestly a better English description, considering there are 5. So that makes sense. But yeah, in the dub, that's what they called him, the 5th emperor. And I was like, that's not how that works in this world. And then, like you said, like it would have to be after Wano.
It would have to be.
We have Gear 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Gear 5, the Yonko thing. But the thing is like, the only thing that makes sense is maybe the Big Mom pirates think that Big Mom isn't dead. But how would they not think that Big Mom isn't dead?
Big Mom was in the movie, though. We saw her ugly ass face, remember?
Was that a flashback or something, though?
Nah, she was sitting on the throne. She was like, oh, Uta's so unique. Let me add her to my collection. Yeah, she was on that weird shit she be on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to put it then.
Yeah, so this is non-canon as it gets. Yeah, bro. Yeah. This shit don't even make any sense. And like it's funny because like at least the other One Piece film I watched with Shiki, whatever that is, like you can just plug a part of a story when they're like just on the ship going from island to island and make it make sense. They were obviously coming from Wano, but like the powers and stuff didn't make any sense. So like it was very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I didn't see anything else that like might have implications for the main storyline. No real revelations. Other than Luffy can whip out Gear 5 whenever he wants. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to be dying.
Yeah. Which
and we just saw that.
Yeah, we saw that. We just saw that in the actual anime too. So, like for the fact that when did this come out compared to? Has this been out for like a year? Do you know?
For 2 years, bro. I think it's 2022.
So people that watched this movie knew what Gear 5 was going to look like, and you know, seeing how Luffy entered Gear 5, like at least a year before before we figured out 2 weeks ago.
Almost, November 4th, 2022 is when anybody that went to watch Red saw Gear 5. That's almost a full year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost a full year before it was actually like came out, which is kind of lame. It's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, moving on from that. Like, yeah, this is I don't know, bro. I don't know. Um, but one thing I did like was Utsa's character, bro. Like that was super cool. And kind of like seeing her get set up as Luffy's foil throughout the entire story. What'd you think about her character, bro?
Yeah, well, like I said, going into this, I thought that she was just gonna be like Uta. Like I thought she was gonna be the popular singer or whatever, Luffy's childhood friend or whatever.
Right.
And it turns out that she's actually the antagonist in this movie. I thought it was gonna be like people tried to like fight or kidnap her at the concert, and that's who the antagonist was going to be. It was basically going to be a concert with them just trying to stop people from ruining the concert type thing. But actually, Uta is the bad guy in
Is
this,
a
and
villain, boy.
I did not expect that. That got me. They got me. Not gonna lie.
They had you in the first half. When did you realize that like she was like the villain?
Well, like I was sitting there listening to her talk, and I'm just like, okay, like this isn't like shit that a good person would say, right? And I'm like,
Holy
why is she
shit!
saying this? Why is
Oh
she saying
no!
this? Why is she giving off psychopath vibes right now? And I still, even when I was hearing her say these things, I was still like, okay,
Maybe she's a little misguided. Yeah.
is somebody like making her say this shit? Like, is somebody controlling her? Like, I still didn't believe Uta was the bad guy
Oh damn.
until it was actually all the way in. You know what I mean?
Right. I realized I had suspicions since nearly the very beginning when she started her concert and she was like, "We're gonna stay here forever,
Yeah, forever,
and this
ever.
concert's gonna go on forever, and we're gonna party forever." And I was like, "No, that's prison. That sounds like prison to me." Um, that some Hotel California type shit.
I thought she
Um,
was just bullshitting or something. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I was like, nah. And then what really had me fucked up is when like the Big Mom Pirates and the other pirate group like went to kidnap her and she just started beating people's ass. I was like, yeah, nah, we got a little problem on our hands. She just packed up what's his name? Oven
Yeah.
and Brulee. Like I was like, nah, this dude, she's a problem. This girl is a problem.
I mean, she
And
packed up everybody on them freaking them notes or whatever. So
oh yeah, oh yeah. Until they kind of got together and figured out what was going on with them and how they were attached. But
yeah,
yeah. If they wouldn't have got that, that little spy intel on, they'd have been screwed. But I really do like how they set her up as like Luffy's foil. Like they're very similar, but like how they get to their goal is very, very, very different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They both wanted a better. They both want a better world, but Uta is willing to take away people's free will.
yeah. And honestly, I think they did Uta dirty with this. Like, she basically kind of grew up the same as Luffy or whatever. The only difference is she was on the pirate ship, Shank's ship, for a while, and they both want to like, give people freedom,
Hmm.
but she like that's not freedom. Like just because you create a world and make them stay like that's basically Doflamingo type shit, bro.
No, dude, no, dude. This was Madara shit. This was
Yeah.
Infinite Tsukiyomi type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
So I don't know, like they done her really dirty, honestly. I don't think she deserved it, honestly. So
Yeah, man. It was like a weird solution she came up with because, like, the only reason she wanted to, like, quote unquote, like, help her fans was because she was like hearing people complaining about pirates and complaining have to work all day, and she just figures, oh, I'm gonna put everybody in a fucking dream, and we're gonna live in a dream world for the rest of the our days and whatnot, and forever, as she puts it. Um, and they can be free inside of the dream on some infinite Tsukuyomi type shit, and everybody's dreams are gonna come true. I'm gonna make magical things and food appear whenever they want it, and we're just gonna sing and dance forever. Sounds
When
kind of lame.
when I die, like there's no way you can get out. Y'all dying with me, basically.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, just leave my body to rot like that. That's crazy. But like, how did her freedom is a huge thing in One Piece. That's like the theme, right? Freedom.
Yeah.
And your will, and you're willing to to go after your dreams and freedom. Um, how did Uther's plan to you fit into the theme of freedom in One Piece?
I think that it fit because it made Luffy's dream look way better, if that makes sense. Like her dream and Luffy's dream collided, and she was saying it's the same thing, whatever. But Luffy's like, no, it's not. It's not the same. Like
don't
this,
you ever?
yeah. And I think that this was, I mean, this was like the kind of shit that we be seeing in the real One Piece world or whatever. People be thinking their ideals are the greatest,
Right.
and then Luffy come along and like, this
No, I'm
actually
better.
this isn't what the people want.
Right.
So you could literally they was literally like crying and saying like backlashing against Uta's plan, and you could hear that, and like that's not what they wanted. Even though they said that they wanted this in the videos and shit, when it actually happened, that's not what they wanted.
And
So,
like, but to counter your point, some of them were willing to go into the dream world. Like the little
yeah,
girl, there was a couple of adults that were like, "Okay, fuck it, yeah, let's do this shit. My life sucks." Um, so there were some people like she shouldn't have done it against people's will.
yeah. If
If
at
they
least,
wanted to leave, she should have just let them leave.
yeah. I
And
don't know.
like,
There's definitely better ways, right? Instead of forcing basically what she was doing, she was just forcing people to live how she thought that they should be living, which is
that's not the
the
opposite of
freedom.
freedom. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
that's prison. That's
yeah.
a prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really interesting, man. And then like it was crazy because I thought the five elders were tripping. They're like, "Oh, this is a world threat," and then they called Akainu. I'm like, bro, like she just singing, like, and she gonna take some of her fans over there? Like, who fucking cares? And then they're like, no, like she's like broadcasting this to the world, and it's like estimated like 70% of the world on some
Yeah.
Aaron Yeager shit, bro. Like she is tripping, like to the max, to the max.
Yeah. Apparently this sing fruit like can transmit its, powers over the broadcast or some shit.
Yeah, it was like as long as you can hear it, yeah, she
Yeah.
can get you. Um,
This shit's
a-
strong as hell, you know
bro,
what I mean?
I was just about to ask, Uta no Mi, is that shit like, is it OP or not?
I mean, Gear 5 ain't got shit on that. It don't sound it don't seem like, you know what I mean? She have Luffy like stretched out Looney Tune shit on the freaking
She had him
the
fucked
composer
up.
sheet.
Yeah, she
So
had him fucked up. Um, and I also find it interesting that like it's the Uta no Mi, and her name's Uta, so they're doing the most.
yeah, I mean, is Uta, does that mean like sing in Japanese?
And you
I
supposed to
wonder.
tell me, man. I do the German, and you supposed to be doing it.
Yeah,
The
Uta means
Japanese
song in
song.
Japanese.
So this is really
So
the song fruit, but sing
yeah,
song whatever. But yeah, that shit is OP. She was actually mad strong. She even broke out of Barto's um non-canon glass. They even called it something else. It was like the audio barrier, wasn't it? Instead of the normal
yeah.
barrier. Yeah. So it's still the regular barrier still hasn't been broken.
And that
Um,
speaking of that scene when he had Luffy locked up in there and he was rolling around, that shit was kind of like a little too much at times. Like when Luffy was trying to puke or whatever, and he was over there like swallowing it back down. I'm like, bro, we ain't gotta see all this. You know what I mean?
man, that's true.
We ain't
And
gotta
like
see
I
all
was
this.
thinking at the time, like, why does he keep Luffy in that ball? And then I was like, oh yeah, because he's Luffy. Because like he just won't stay on task if we don't keep him locked up. And then I was thinking about how quickly One Piece arcs would be over if Barto had that ball for Luffy and could just roll him up to the main villain.
Here we go, Luffy.
All right, dudes, go fucking do your thing. Knock yourself out.
You
Just
know,
put him and Zoro in there and just roll him up to the enemy and be like, all right, you guys got it from here.
pat him on the back. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, it's y'all's time to shine now. So
You guys need any food? Need some meat? No, you can, okay. You can do your thing.
yeah, that's funny.
Yes. Yeah. I think it'd be fucking awesome. Just to see that one time. But was there anything like confusing or inconsistent that you saw in the movie?
Uh, other than the timeline shit that they had going all over the place, I mean, I think that's really the only confusing thing. The rest of it, like, I didn't really. After like they started doing all that shit, I didn't. I'm not gonna say I quit paying attention because I didn't, but I stopped.
I mean, I
Stopped
definitely got
like.
on Twitter. He's definitely on Twitter by this point.
No, I was watching sub, bro. But I wasn't taking notes anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
I wasn't
right.
watching it like serious. I'm like, I can just like eyeball it and talk about this shit, because I mean,
Ain't really
what's
nothing going
happening? You
on.
know
Yeah,
what I
there's
mean?
really nothing going on. I eyeballed this one. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
So
hey,
I
shit.
mean,
We were like 40 minutes and I was like, man, fuck this shit. Um, but yeah,
I
I mean, it was
mean,
still fun, but like, like it's not canon and just really hardly a plot.
yeah, they just better be glad that I watched this in one sitting because like it was hard.
Yeah, no, it was not easy. Um,
The music
only
carried
thing
it.
only thing
So
that I found like inconsistent or like didn't make sense towards the end when like Ucha's like coming back and like being a normal person again and realize she fucked up. She was like, "Oh, I found out what really happened with Shanks leaving me on this island a year after I was left here." But she still went through with her fucking plan.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Then why was you fucking mad at Luffy for being a pirate trying to find Shanks if you knew he didn't fuck you? Like, you know what I'm saying? If he knew he left you there for a good reason. Like, what the hell was that about?
Yeah, dad and she kept on asking Luffy where Shanks was too in the beginning and then she was like, let's not talk about Shanks no more. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What?
she's like, I don't want to hear his name anymore. Like, but you the one that was talking about him. Like, the only reason his name is getting mentioned is because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ada
I
wasn't
don't
making no
know.
fucking sense. Till she been on
But
the island by herself for too long.
the whole thing about her like killing everyone or whatever instead of Shanks, but Shanks telling them to tell her that he was the one that killed everyone, but she already knew that she killed everyone. Like I don't know, like that was a lot. Like I feel like we didn't have to have that. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, like they were trying to like redeem her somehow, but they ended up making her look like way worse.
Yeah. At least they didn't disrespect Shanks anymore, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they drug Uta. I liked Uta's character, but like Uta herself, like she made no sense. Like it made no sense to me. I couldn't make it from A to B with her.
I don't know what they was trying to give us with her character. You know what I mean? It was kind of hard to figure it out.
I don't know. She was like the anti Luffy, and that's like where like the good things stopped for me.
Yeah. Which I mean, it was fun watching them play their games or whatever, and have
That was
and
cool.
so it was
Yeah.
fun seeing them interact too, because they're so much alike or whatever. And if we could have just had like a concert and like Luffy and her interacting, and somebody trying to like ruin the concert or something, and them stopping it, then the show goes on, and the Shanks shows up, and we learn that that Shanks didn't kill a whole village or a whole island, and Uda didn't kill the whole island. It was actually some monster or the government or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this would have been a 8, you know? So
Right. Yeah. Like it really it got really screwy there at the end. It got really screwy. Um. But yeah, that and the next thing I think we got to talk about, whenever you get these anime movies that are like spin-off movies, say it's Naruto or whatever it is, Bleach, One Piece, whatever it is, when you get these non-canonical movies, of course you get a ton of cameos. And at least from what I've read, and then the One Piece movie I've seen, and I've watched other anime movies before that like came off main series. Usually the cameos are done terribly. Someone comes in and does one thing, and they like turn around to the camera like, and they leave. Um, but how did you think the cameos were done here? Did you think they were like more tasteful than what you expected, or how was it for you? Because I thought it was pretty tight.
I thought overall it was pretty good. I guess the biggest thing I have with like did this set of cameos or whatever was the Big Mom situation, but that wasn't necessarily um because they was there. It was because of what they was saying while they was there, and what they was saying with like they was doing all the timeline shit. That's what I had the issue with. I
Okay.
loved it seeing like Law and Beppo show up. Law, I really love Law as a character, and I think Beppo is a funny character as well, especially in this movie. Like
Yeah, him
it
with the
was so
little laser
funny.
thing on his back. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was funny. They almost overdid it. They almost overdid it, but it cleared. It was fine. It was
yeah.
fine.
As far as everyone else, they like it's fun seeing all the people that like kind of hate each other or whatever, or trying to kill each
Hmm.
other on a normal basis working together. So that's fun to see. We don't get that in like One Piece,
No, we even
unless
had
it's
like
like a filler.
fucking
So
Bluno was in there being like the centerpiece of the rebellion during the chase,
and
along
then
with like
Broly.
yeah, and Bruley, and then we also got a cameo from Katakuri, but Oven and Bruley was like they did a good job with those cameos. Like they needed those powers to be able to switch dimensions and stuff like that. So they were useful. They were in the movie for a purpose, not just be like, oh, because like no one's really going like, oh, did you see Oven was in the new movie? Like no one's doing that. All these other ones, like maybe like Akainu, Kizaru, Kobe, Helmeppo, maybe Helmeppo, but probably not Helmeppo. Law, Beppo for sure. Barto, 100%. Katakuri, 100%. But like, yeah, Oven,
Bar-
Brule being in there.
Barto's in like most of the fillers nowadays, right?
Yeah, like
So
he's number one fan. He's the number one guy.
yeah.
Um,
It was fun to see Shanks again, at the end, even though I think Dan made a joke about it in our Discord channel. He was like, Shanks got the total amount of screen time in this movie that totals up to his whole screen time for the 1,000 episodes of One
he
Piece.
he got way more screen time in this fucking movie than he's had in One Piece. He's just crazy. It's crazy. It
Yeah.
was a lot of Shanks, a lot more Shanks. I shouldn't say a lot of Shanks. It's some more Shanks than what we're accustomed to. Um, but yeah, I really thought the cameos were done very tastefully. Um, it's a fun watch, but like, I personally don't see a point in watching it if there's no canon events. You know what I'm saying? Um, other than like the movie, they got saved by their music numbers here. But yeah, like I just never see a point in watching these kind of movies. Um, I could be doing anything else. Um, but yeah, like they at least did some things tastefully. It wasn't all bad. I don't want to completely trash it down.
You know what this would have worked as, honestly?
What's up?
So, you know how Fortnite be doing like the concerts, bro? You know, in the game, the
Yeah,
in-game
yeah. I
concerts.
was thinking about that. Yeah, yeah,
This could have worked as that. Imagine like Fortnite sponsoring or Fortnite slash One Piece collaboration because we haven't had that yet, right?
hmm
Imagine Fortnite slash One Piece collaboration and you bang that out with a 30-minute concert of Uta singing, and I promise you that like Fortnite and One Piece would make so much money
I'd go
and
crazy. I'd be in
everyone
that
would
bitch.
absolutely love it. Like I would be logging on to Fortnite and getting in the lobby and watching like this concert or whatever, kind of like we did with like what Travis Scott and like Eminem and all that stuff. Like
Right.
it's the same shit, except
True. True. True.
it's what we came for. We came for the Uta concert, but we didn't get the Uta concert. We did, but we didn't. We had to
But
watch
to sit
two
through the rest,
hours for
yes,
a 20
30
minute
minutes.
concert.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 20 minutes. So the Uta song, One Piece film, right? The official soundtrack is 31 minutes long, so it worked perfectly. But
yeah,
that is including Bink's sake. But that would be a great way to close out a fucking concert on Fortnite
yeah.
with the Bink sake.
I mean, don't
That go
don't you
that
agree?
would go
Like that would
crazy.
hit,
That
right?
would go crazy. I would 100% be on Fortnite for that. Yeah. I don't even
Like
play Fortnite anymore. I would be there.
I
I
don't
would
either.
not. Yeah, I would be there.
I mean, that would have been like a fun event, right? Like
Yes.
host the event and like show up and whatever. But instead, we got this movie, which I mean, sure, I'm sure a lot of people loved it or whatever. Like it was a fun movie overall, but it just like we came there for the music,
Yeah,
and I'm sure
we
like a
really
lot of
were there for the
people
music.
came there for the Gear 5 reveal, because it was super early, but the music is what made me enjoy it, and I feel like it could have been like just a concert, even without Fortnite. Take away Fortnite and just give us a Uta concert kind of deal,
Yeah,
like it would have worked.
like some kind of virtual concert would be
Yeah.
cool.
So I think they kind of missed a little bit on this one. They kind of missed the potential, wouldn't you say?
I think so, but I'm gonna read you a fact um, that at least Otto really got her shit off. So this album was preceded by the three singles "New Genesis," which everybody heard, "Invincible," one of my favorite songs, and then "Blacklight." All of these charted top 5 Billboard for Japan Hot 100,
And I'm
and
probably
then
pretty certain that they went high on the US or worldwide or whatever
well,
too.
yeah, and yeah, they all got in the top 80 for the Billboard Global 200. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It worked out for Ado.
yeah,
It fucking worked out for Ado. And like this movie, like it's not we've been kind of ragging on it, but like it's not terrible. It
yeah,
kind of like missed the mark, but like I think this is as good as like these spin-off movies get. I
yeah,
think this
yeah.
is as good as it gets,
I mean,
which is not good, but like,
you you had like the comedy in it. You had like the little plot twist or whatever in it. You had like the banger music. It was just long. That's when it
right.
was long and somewhat confusing at times. But I mean, I don't expect things to make sense when they're not real. You know what I mean? So,
True. True, true,
but
true.
I just feel like that all the success they got out of this 2 hour movie, imagine if it was more easily consumable, and imagine the success that they could have got out of that short and more user like consumable friendly version. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit more easily digested.
Yeah.
Um, well, I am glad I watched this because I know Uta isn't Shank's real daughter. They had me fooled with the half red hair.
Yeah,
They had me fooled.
that was
But
fun. So
yeah. She was just part of the crew when she was a little kid.
they
She's a
found her in a
musician.
treasure chest. I think didn't Shanks did wasn't that similar to Shanks how he was found or something too?
I don't remember, but he was
Yeah,
still on Gold
I
Roger's
don't
crew
recall.
when
I'm
um
I thought I seen somewhere that Gold Rogers found him in a chest and raised him. So that's fun if that's
interesting
true. So
treasureception, chest
yeah,
deception.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, I could be just like bullshitting up a fan theory right now. I don't know. I read too much shit. So
It is
uh,
what it is, man. But um, do you have anything else you want to talk about from the movie?
no, when's the concert Fortnite?
Hit me up with something, please.
But I mean that's it. I mean the music was banging. I mean that's what I came for. That's what I got, and I loved it. So
Excellent,
I would
excellent.
recommend it just off of that. Probably maybe YouTube.
Yeah,
Would probably be
go
better.
hit
I
up the
don't know.
audio track. Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah, those new Genesis. I'm Invincible, and instead of backlight for me personally, I would listen to Top Musica if you like some more moody music. I would say.
I would say like if you could find like a condensed version of like the film where like the one thing I really loved about this,
Film Red Kai.
yeah, one thing I really loved about this is the fact that they go from like New Genesis, right? And and then as the mood changes throughout the show, they start getting into these like darker, like
Heavy rock shit, yeah.
grittier like songs, and you could like the songs fit the vibe that you're supposed to be feeling in the movie or whatever. And then at the end, you get like the I think it's what the top music or whatever, and it's like the heaviest, grittiest, like
Mhm.
sinister like type shit, and that's when you know they're in fear of losing their lives or whatever, right? And I really enjoyed how they went. They showcased that progressively throughout the show. They done a wonderful job with that.
They
Almost
did.
forgot to mention that. So
Yeah, and I think Top Musica is better with like the visuals of the actual movie cuz like this is like when Uta is just losing it. Like she's got that weird fucking look on her face, that weird grin.
that
Um
maniacal. If she was
yeah,
laughing, she would be laughing maniacally. So
right. And
yeah,
also Bink's Sake is on the playlist. So like if you're looking for a good copy of that. Oh,
yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else?
that's it for me.
Well, I guess that's it for the DGen review of One Piece Film Red. If you like us covering like these filler type things like from One Piece or whatever, let us know, if you enjoyed it. If you have anything else you want us to check out, any kind of first looks of series or even movies that you want us to check out, I guess we'll see you on Tuesday for the rundown. And Dan should be back with us. So
Yes, sir.
later.
Peace.
街を歩く無数の影雨の中で立ち尽くし